Hello YouTube, this is Weston Combs, and here is Blur with Hyperfire from the Titans Return line. Take a look at his packaging. You can see the vehicle mode there, robot mode, headmaster, and the headmaster can drive. You can see it's compatible over the entire line. You got Nightbeat, Hardhead, Sentinel Prime, Autobot Blaster. And on the other side you have this picture, which is also on the card that Blur comes with. So you can see that same picture there, Titans Return. And on the back has all of his tech specs, has his name. So here's Blur. He is pretty nice. Typical deluxe scale. Here he is with Alpha Bravo. He's a little bit taller than Alpha Bravo. And here he is with his wave mates. Skull Smasher. And as I said, all these heads are interchangeable, so you can take off Blur's head and you can replace it with Skull Smasher's head if you want. And then Grax is controlling Blur body. Blur comes with a few accessories. He has this, which will become the front of the vehicle. It's kind of like a sled in this mode, or a shield that he can hold on his arm. And he does have 5mm peg on each arm, or hole on each arm, and it has a 5mm peg on it. And then his gun is like laser rifle, and that can go right in his hand. Like so. Articulation. He has quite a bit of articulation. Not quite as much as Skull Cruncher, but he has quite a bit. The head's on a ball joint, so it can go back and forth. It can, side to side a bit. Mine has kind of loose hips still. I haven't done any super glue treatment on this one. He has a swivel at the shoulder, as well as this hinge at the shoulder. He has this bicep swivel. Right now it's just a bit hindered by the shield. He has a bicep swivel, elbow bend to about 90 degrees, and he has a wrist rotation. He has waist rotation, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, knee bend to a little more than 90 degrees, and the feet can move up and down due to transformation. So, without further ado, let's actually get into transformation. So, first of course you want to remove his head, and take these panels, flip them down over his hands, raise them straight up, come down here, you want to flip his feet up, open up his legs, flip this piece out, flip his legs together, there's two tabs, clip them together, flip it over like so, close the legs back up. And you can bring the arms back. There's like there's an arm with two hinges one at each end. You just want to bring that down. Same with the other side. Sorry if that was off camera. You can flip that up. Flip up the windshield and flip up the seat. Before we finish that, we can look at this. Like I said, it has this thing you can pop out. It's like a little sled. Transform Hyperfire. Here he is in his robot mode. He has some gunmetal paint on his legs, silver paint on his arms, and a little bit of the light blue paint on his face. Anyway, you can bring his arms forward, put him in a sitting position, and you can set him inside there, and then put the gun here. And you can just like kind of use that like that. It's kind of like a little sled with a gun. Also, that can tab into the side of the vehicle, just like so. And it's like a little sidecar. And just for fun, we can throw Grax inside the driver's seat. Like so. So Grax is driving and Blur is in the sidecar shooting. Alright, so all silliness aside, going to take this off. We're going to take Hyperfire out. I'm going to flip this over, flip that back in. Pull the arms out. Take this. And it has these two long tabs here and here. And this has two slots here and here. And those slots will go over those tabs. Like so. And there's two tabs here, two slots here. And those will go together. And you just push the arms back in over the tabs on the sides. And there is Blur in its full vehicle mode. Now this gun does have a few mounting options. You can mount it on the side here if you want. Or on the other side. I usually just leave it underneath the front. Like so. And then of course Hyperfire he can drive if you want to sit him like this. And just put him in. And there's a tab for the back of his feet to go in. You can see it from the bottom here. There's a hole there that you can see his feet through. Yeah, pretty much just put him in there like that. Close it up. And now Hyperfire is driving Blur. Again, Blur has these pins on there, so you can stand another Titan Master. Or you can stand Hyperfire on there like that. So in alternate mode, here's how Blur scales with the Alpha Bravo mold. As soon as I get him transformed. This is kind of raw, doing these uncut reviews, just because I don't really have any editing tools. So here he is with Alpha Bravo. You see, about the same size as Alpha Bravo. So yeah, very nice figure. He's my second favorite of this wave. Of course, my favorite still is Skull Smasher, Skull Cruncher. I do have Scourge and Hardhead coming up in later reviews. So definitely stay tuned for those. This guy, if you see him and you don't have a Blur yet, definitely pick him up. he's really nice. Second favorite, of course, for me. All the paint apps are nice. He has this light blue here, and then he has this even lighter blue here. It's almost a teal. But yeah, he can roll really nicely. Also, he has darker blue there, and on the shins. Yeah, he has very nice for this wave. Like I said, I'm happy with these Titan Masters so far, and they are just great figures, and like I said, they are a bit of a step up from what we had with Combiner Wars. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share on Facebook, and I'll catch you in the next one.